Before we begin learning about Daniel chapter 13, it is important to note that the Protestant Bible does not include this chapter because it was written in Greek, while the rest of the book of Daniel, chapters 1 through 12, was written in Aramaic and Hebrew. Thus, it was considered to be unauthentic, inspired text, maybe a late addition. Without further delay, let's proceed to learn of the story of Susanna in Daniel. In Babylon there lived a wealthy and wise man named Joachim, who married a very beautiful and God-fearing woman, Susanna. Joachim was respected among all of the Jews. That year, 2 elders of the people were appointed judges, of whom the Lord said, "Lawlessness has come out of Babylon," that is, from the elders who were to govern the people as judges. These men, to whom all brought their cases, frequently came to the house of Joachim. When the people left at noon, Susanna used to enter her husband's garden for a walk. When the elders saw her entry every day for a walk, they began to lust for her. They perverted their thinking, they would not allow their eyes to look to heaven, and did not keep in mind just judgments. Though both were enamored of her, they did not tell each other their trouble, for they were ashamed to reveal their lustful desire to have her. Day by day, they watched eagerly for her. One day they said to each other, "Let us be off for home. It is time for the noon meal." So they went their separate ways. But both turned back and arrived at the same spot. When they asked each other the reason, they admitted their lust, and then they agreed to look for an occasion when they could find her alone. One day, while they were waiting for the right moment, she entered as usual, with 2 maids only, wanting to bathe in the garden, for the weather was warm. Nobody else was there except the 2 elders who had hidden themselves and were watching her. "Bring me oil and soap," she said to the maids, "and shut the garden gates while I bathe." They did as she said. They shut the garden gates and left by the side gate to get the oil and soap, unaware that the elders were hidden inside. As soon as the maids had left, the 2 old men got up and ran to her. "Look," they said, the garden doors are shut, no one can see us, and we want you. So give in to our desire and lie with us. If you refuse, we will testify against you that a young man was here with you, and that is why you sent your maids away." "I am completely trapped," Susanna groaned. "If I yield, it will be my death. If I refuse, I cannot escape your power. Yet it is better for me to do it and to fall into your power than to sin before the Lord." Then Susanna screamed, and the 2 old men also shouted at her, as one of them ran to open the garden gates. When the people in the house heard the cries from the garden, they rushed in by the side gate to see what had happened. At the accusations of the old man, the servants felt very much ashamed, for never had any such thing been said about Susanna. When the people came to her husband Joachim the next day, the 2 wicked old men also came.